The fintechs in this space, why do we need to come together? What is it that's really driving that? I know regulation's one of the most important ones, but what about customer service? You know, everybody knows happy customers buy more, so it's increased customer service, is it not?
I think, again, sorry.
Elena?
Go on.
Totally, and we discussed with Sean and Nitesh earlier. So the banks have the expertise, and they don't have the resources often and the time, just because they work on a much bigger scales. So they need to make a choice. They have a lot of priorities. They can deliver the changes, but they don't have the time. So once they delegate to us, we need to make sure that we offer something compliant, that something that is really going to change the workflow and the way they operate. But we don't need to, we need to deliver. We need to do the work for them, and they are paying us. Now, when we do the work for them, we need to bear in mind that the deliverables are the same for every big bank, from every outsource providers, but they have some bespoke processes they have within any organization. So when we deliver, we need to be nimble enough to offer a solution that works for everyone. They are interoperable, and bank A can speak with client B. But at the same time, we need to be able to offer that tweaking, the nuances that every client needs from us.
Yeah, that interoperability and the ease of doing it has to be on the basis that we meet the customer where they are. I know we said it on the previous panels, but what that actually means is somebody can be in Symphony and stay in Symphony, or somebody can be in email and stay in email and deal with the problem in that platform, and then be able to deal with the other exceptions on the other side seamlessly. Mm-hmm. Do you agree, John?
Yeah, the user experience is paramount here. I mean, we work with our customers in mind, and we empower our customers to build their own processes as well. So it's a two-way street, and unless you have that sort of camaraderie, that relationship with the industry as well, and building friendships like we are today in understanding the real root problems that we're all trying to solve. I think that's the step forward. That's how I think industry's changed over the last, I would say, 5 years particularly, that we come together more as a community of minds to solve for the user challenges.
What about you, Daniel? I mean, and you've got obviously examples of this in the platform that you work in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we'll come and show it in a while, but the reason we got behind that platform is when we started looking at interest streams, and we started looking at CSDR, and then we saw T+1 coming over the hill. It was, how do we provide a single platform, single pane of glass, SPOG, where you can actually see everything without moving out of that system. So within the bank, that's what I want. I think we referred to swivel chair earlier on, and not having to swivel out and being delivered your exception.
Swivel chair risk, as they call it.
But on the client side, it's the same thing, or the counterparty side, it's being able for them not to swivel and say, okay, I can handle those messages whichever route it comes through, so it then goes back in and completes that thing. It was mentioned earlier on that the differentiation is less about the post-trade, or it should be less about the post-trade. It's more about the upstream and striking the deal. The post-trade needs to automate more, but as was pointed out earlier on, the budget is going to run the bank, and then within change the bank, it will go to reg first, and then after reg, you may get some residual if you're lucky to start doing some of these things. So I think it's an opportunity to look at your strategy and work out how you want to do that, and use reg as a driver to actually improve post-trade operations and provide those services.